Okay, this is Behind the Brick, episode 3, Revenge of the Brick.
Revenge of the Brick. I was going to say something, but I can't say it. Use your imagination, folks. Yeah, we're back. We're back again. Hopefully, no
Yep.
echo.
No echo. This is a thing where we talk about our business, Brickspace Lab, and behind the scenes, what we're doing, Shopify themes, business,
That's right.
hustle,
That's
and
right.
all that kind of shit.
That's right. Where do we start? You got
Where do we
anything funny?
start? Something funny. I don't think so.
I got a funny one.
Okay, yeah.
I got a funny one. I took a meeting with a developer, and she was, well, frankly, she was pissed. Honestly,
Okay.
she wanted our testimonial slider to not suck, basically,
Okay.
on Keystone.
Okay.
In short, and she generated her own using Sidekick, and then I should have started this story differently. She sent a ticket. She waited a day. She didn't get an answer, so she booked a meeting. Fair enough. A lot of the time, you'll very likely, if anyone's listening, you'll very likely be able to get an answer faster for very specific things if you book an onboarding call. So she reached out via onboarding call, and she said, I have this and this issue, and it's breaking the mobile version of my site. She was like, clearly a seasoned developer. And I was like, oh, you know what? Like, I was like, oh, I'm quite sure I know what this is. It's I almost guarantee it's our marquee. Like this exact same bug where it stretched the mobile display, and you had to slide through it. If you remember that, either way.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that.
Like,
And then I was like, all right, so real quick, let's just kind of trial this, and so let's start turning off blocks. And it was like the second block, and I knew it was a Sidekick generated block because I'd never seen the name before. And it was like some testimonial slider, blah blah blah, like a generation of that, a different name, and turned it off, and it immediately worked. I was like, yeah, Sidekick's really intrusive. It can
so the sidekick block
Sidekick
broke
broke
the theme.
the theme, yeah.
Yeah.
And then she was still just kind of pissed, and I was like, yeah, there's not really too much we can do on that regard. In that regard,
It is to me crazy at the level of terrible, like basically end product that people have basically accepted just out of the convenience of speed and like affordability. It's like, oh, like, do we want to have handwritten Shopify themes and sections, like a testimonial slider that's like, we know work, it's tested, or do we just want to have a machine generate a testimonial slider and who cares if it breaks your theme?
yeah,
Yeah,
because we don't like the styling. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, let's give that feature to everyone, and people will obviously break their themes, but it's super convenient, it's super powerful. I don't know. Maybe
I don't know either. But either way, the testimonial slider does need a little bit of a facelift. Like our testimonial slider does need a little bit of a facelift. But like it's nothing. It's not worth doing that. Like you just said, like there's no way that's worth it. But either way, long story short, I kind of talked her off a ledge. And I was like, look, we want to work with developers. And truthfully, like we search for feedback far and wide. So when you come in here really kind of like telling us how it is, I'm a fan. Like I don't take any of this to heart. And then I kind of like talked her off a ledge. And she started to be cool, and I was like, yeah, no, look, I'll submit all this feedback, and I can probably get you a different rendition of this in a couple of days. She's like, yeah, I really like the theme. Like, I want to keep working with the theme. There's just like certain little things I don't like, and I was like, yeah, dude, we're all ears. Like, send us all of it. Like, we will do it. Like, if it's good, it's gonna go in. And just she went from seriously quite pissed to happy. So I'm gonna send her something that I cooked up last night, and it's just our testimonial slider with a slight variation. It transitions smoother. There's stars in it now. There's a quotation in it. So yeah,
Cooking.
hopefully she's happy. But she was pissed. Took a call with a pissed developer. So
Yeah.
that's that funny, but funny to me.
Well, I mean, that's always, I mean, when customers come to us and they're upset, that can sometimes be a good thing because I mean, it can get worse, but usually it can only get better.
Yeah.
And that's like, it's like an opportunity to really turn that around.
I think there's been like two cases where it's ever gotten worse, and not
Yeah.
even. It's like there's a point where like it just climaxes and then ends. It's like the one
Yeah,
lady that
like,
left a bad review on Space like I want to say it was like a year and a half ago, like 2 years ago.
yeah, or when we do projects for people and then they just like ask for a refund after we design them a logo and
Well, you have more experience with that one than I did.
yeah,
Can you hear that?
that one's off.
Can you hear my coffee machine?
Not really. I think I heard it for a second. Um,
So yeah, that's my funny story, but all sorted out.
nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tom's got a new haircut.
I did.
That's big news.
Yeah,
That's big
big
news.
news. Yeah.
What else? What else is on the chopping block?
Um, I don't know if I said this, but I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this. So I'm not gonna say it. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
But it actually relates to the haircut.
Oh, does it?
Um,
Yeah, don't do that then. Sorry, guys.
okay.
You're missing
Yeah,
out
yeah,
on
yeah.
more, but maybe we'll fill you in next time as you tune in to Behind the Paywall.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'm getting photos taken for something.
Nice. Very cool.
Anyways, okay, I think there was a few things I wanted to talk about. There's like a bunch of new things this week that have kind of like been moving around in like the Shopify ecosystem.
Cool.
Shopify Editions is like the big one. So I can just open that up and we can maybe just chit chat about
Yeah,
all these
let's
new
do it.
features.
I was just looking through that too. It was breaking my computer.
Yeah, that's something.
I know. They have it optimized like a bad video game. Like it was actually my laptop. My new laptop was genuinely struggling,
Yeah.
which is kind of insane. Like this thing has
Can you
oh my
can
god,
you
it
see
looks
this though?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I will say like I mean it kind of works on mine,
And mine works the same way.
but
It's the same thing.
but I will say like I don't know. There's been a lot of people like, "Oh, this is so slow." Like I do like how like
It's
this is
amazing.
like
They've
it's
done
like
great. They do crazy with
definitely
it.
like
Yeah.
next level. I actually wonder how is this even working? Like Campus?
Yeah. Don't do this to the viewers right now. People are going to turn it off.
Uh, well, why?
You know what? Our viewers might not actually. Now they think about it.
Okay, well, whatever. Anyways, I don't know. My initial thoughts on like this overkill design. I love it, but also like, I don't know. Is it really necessary?
No, but the
It's
only people who are
impressive.
really going to be looking at this are very likely, for the most part, developers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's just go over all these features, these new updates, and we can share our thoughts. So, the first round of updates is agentic. So the only platform you need to be in every AI channel. That's cool. So your product's optimized for AI. Shopify gets your products in AI channels automatically, see how you're performing, track sales, get guidance, what's missing. I think that's great. That's basically letting Shopify merchants optimize their catalog, their product catalog inventory, so they show up in recommendations. Like if you're in ChatGPT and you ask like, what's the best hat or what's the best what's the best umbrella, and then your products might show up better. And yeah, what else is here? Product data structured for agents. Cool. Checkout on more surfaces. Shopping in Copilot and soon Meta Ads is powered by the Universal Commerce Protocol. Cool. Businesses not on Shopify can sync their products to Shopify catalog and sell across AI channels. Okay, that's also cool. So if you're like using WordPress or WooCommerce, then you can use Shopify just to sell on those other channels. The open protocol for agentic commerce. I will say a lot of these features are just kind of like buzzwords. Like,
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad you.
I feel like for the like for most people, like this isn't really gonna move the needle for like if you're a small brand, like
No, but
if I'm just selling.
they're just trying to open up their features, and I think as we know too, like Shopify is legit for everyone, big to
Oh,
small.
totally,
So
totally, and I think that's like, I mean, that's the thing is like if you're on Shopify, you're kind of ahead of, or at least on par with like big brands or like your competition, which is good to know that like if you're a Shopify merchant, you have access to like
some
all
pretty
this
insane
stuff.
resources.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Like that is cool.
it is.
Um, okay, so this is also cool. You can now earn revenue on sales made in agentic experiences with catalog API. So this is actually really cool. The catalog API basically lets developers like pull products from the entire Shopify like catalog. So you could they have like a few demos here and I was actually clicking through some of them, like the showroom demo.
Yeah, show me this. No pun intended.
Um which this is now like pulling up products that like match this video.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like
This
you
is
could build you could build all sorts of things that like like a simple one could be like, oh, you take a photo of something and then like your app could surface all the products that match that photo, or you could build something where it's like
yeah. This one's
some sort of
nuts.
like yeah, some sort of like wish list or registry where like for like weddings or baby showers and like someone creates a list and they could add products from any Shopify store. And then you as a developer of that app could get a cut, which is actually really cool.
Yeah,
Um
that one's actually really sweet. I'm surprised that one's not like headlining.
yeah. I kind of agree. Like the commission is actually pretty cool. I wonder if they say specifically what that commission is. And who's paying that commission? Is the merchant paying that commission? I'm guessing. I'm guessing that would be like a cut out of
It's not Shopify,
yeah.
which is cool. As a merchant, I
Um
would take that one on the chin.
well totally. I mean if someone's sending you free business and you just have to pay like whatever, 5%, 10%, like for a sale that wouldn't have happened otherwise.
Yeah,
Like
exactly. You think something like 5% of every product? I guess that would make
well,
sense.
I mean, I don't know. Okay, Sidekick works with your apps. This is cool. So you can now use Sidekick to do all sorts of things, connecting with apps and reporting, getting things done faster and easier. Um, I have no bad thoughts about that.
Sidekick on Apple Watch is nuts. What
Yeah,
is
that's
the
cool.
plan with that?
Ask Sidekick to look up information about your business using Apple Watch. So yeah, that you could just be like, "Hey, what are my sales?"
Yeah,
I feel like for a lot of people that might that might
send you into
just
cardiac arrest.
yeah, it's like do you really need to see your
I agree,
sales
100%.
every every waking second? It's like maybe take a break.
I think that's wise.
Actionable guidance from Sidekick. tips to attract customers, improve conversion, and drive repeat sales. Yeah, I feel like that's good, but I also wonder how useful those tips are.
I think they're
Multitask.
just really, really, really trying to get Sidekick everywhere. They're just trying to get all of this seems as if they're trying to just get more eyes on Sidekick.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah,
And just like they want AI data model.
yeah. This is really cool though. The new Shopify Inbox app. I wonder if you can see it here. Um, well from this video, it looks like you can like now it gives you like a widget you can put on your website, and it will basically be a customer facing like AI chat where you can click ask anything,
Yeah.
and then you can be like, oh, curate an outfit for my trip to Spain. You can ask it like open-ended questions, and then it'll like actually recommend products from that store.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I
that's
wonder how
actually
well this
huge.
kind of stuff works out of the box.
Yeah.
It's going to take a bunch of work on our end.
Like, what do you mean?
Like if it's going to integrate well into the themes, like the pre-existing functionality of the theme.
Well, I think this is just an overlay. It just floats
Yeah,
on
it would
top of
just be
your
an
theme.
overlay, and then it would just be pulling information from the Shopify dashboard rather than like integrating
Yeah.
into a theme. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
really
yeah, yeah,
touching the theme code.
yeah.
This is also really cool, like the storefront search. You can now also type in open-ended questions that are they include spelling mistakes. So this person typed in lightweight, spelled jacket wrong
That's
for
good.
spring,
That's good.
and then it actually pulls up results that match that. So I think that's huge. Um, AI-powered store analysis on any theme. Analyze a single theme to get ideas from AI simulated shoppers on a way to improve your store with SimGem. Um,
Yeah,
I've heard mixed things about this,
yeah.
but I mean the concept is really cool.
The concept's cool, but I don't know if the execution will be there. Not now, at least. But it's cool.
Yeah, I mean I do wonder. I haven't tested it, so it's hard for me to say. Like, of course, if it's actually giving you really insightful tips on like um how to improve your page, then that's a huge one.
Totally.
A/B tests on online store and checkout, that's also huge. You can now do this right in Shopify. So if you have a theme and then like a duplicate of a theme and you just want to change the colors, you can now like A/B test that to see which version of your theme performs better. So you can change different things from one theme to another theme and then actually test it to see which one's doing better.
We like that.
Yeah, that one's huge. Um, visualize market graphs. Um, okay, that doesn't seem like anything really. Better online store editing on mobile. Edit your online store on the Shopify Edit. And Sidekick built right in. Yeah, I think I think the online store editor in general is kind of falling behind in like it could be better. And I even tried this like add a like where you ask it add a 15% off accessory announcement bar. I I did that like in one of our themes and it like just did not work. So I don't know if Sidekick is really there and it like actually goes through the nuance of like understanding like a different theme and like how each theme works differently.
Yeah. That's also what the devs the dev I was speaking to yesterday was saying. Is that they were like they've worked with other themes and they've like not had a problem with
With Sidekick?
with Sidekick the way that they've had a problem right now. And I was like, well, it's a different theme.
Yeah.
Theme they're coded
My
differently. Like I don't really like you can see the functionalities there. She was even remarking about how good like some of the base functionality in Keystone was, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of why there's not really all the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
It's a B2B theme, right?
Yeah.
So uh, I'm interested as well to see how much better Sidekick gets, because it's not like the theme code's bad.
No, and I think it's more so specifically like I think Sidekick or any AI agent just needs specific instructions for each theme. Like
That's
each theme is just
exactly what I told her as well. And then I went back into, like, I got collab access and I went in to go like actually see it for myself. And I told her in the meeting, I was like, I think one of your best bets now is, if you need this quickly, is specifically tell Sidekick to add mobile functionality to it. And I went back in and I clicked the mobile button and it was working. So
oh, okay.
just like us, when we're using these prompts, like when I'm playing around in Cursor, like you do have to be very, very specific. Your verbiage matters.
Yeah.
Like truly, it really, really matters. And yeah, you're gonna get different results every single time you type something in, even if you type the same thing in. Like I had tested that before. I took the same, like I copied and pasted the same sentence, the same structure, everything, pasted it in. I got different results. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Um yeah. But regardless, I do hope that Sidekick in general has more third-party developer support for themes. I think
that
there
would
is a
be cool.
way I think there should be a way that like theme developers can provide like an instruction doc for like follow these steps when editing this theme because
Yes.
right now I think it just assumes that all themes are Horizon or like the Shopify default and like that's not the case.
Yeah, and also I think the thing that gets me the most frustrated about this entire thing is that Shopify will never ever say that this is kind of like intrusive software in a sense. They'll never say that like you're in a sense, when you do this, you're kind of taking a risk here. This
Yeah.
manipulates theme code. You should be prepared to literally delete files.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luckily, it seems like they add their own. It just adds snippets and section files. I've never really seen it manipulate an existing file, but I have gone in for someone that said they had an error, insisted they didn't use Sidekick,
Yeah.
found a file and deleted it, and it went back to normal. But yeah,
Yeah. That's I mean, I feel like that's always kind of been the case in Shopify like apps, themes, like they break especially if you don't know what you're doing and you install things and you customize it. Um, but that's still the case with or without Sidekick. And yeah, I do think you're right that there should probably be more like guidance on that or like warning.
I think just
Like
warning, like
yeah,
how much guidance can you really give, but at least some disclosure as to, because at the end of the day, like with all due respect, like this, it's not really our problem. Sometimes I'll make it my problem to help somebody, to like help a client, but like
yeah,
you're breaking your own theme. You're taking a risk.
yeah,
So on that
yeah,
note, if anyone's watching, like please create drafts. If you're going to
yeah,
make changes like
exactly.
that, please duplicate your theme and just do your due diligence in terms of understanding what these things can do, because they're really cool and they work, but
Sometimes they don't.
they also break shit.
Yeah,
Swearing,
yeah,
can we swear? We can swear, right?
yes. They that's a good point. Always working a duplicate is for anything. Like you
Yeah,
really want to edit things live,
yeah.
for apps or themes or videos or
I
anything
think
you're
most people are
doing.
pretty good with that.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
that's a good reminder.
I agree.
Okay, moving on. BDV features on more plans. That's great. Product sourcing insights in Shopify Collective. So Shopify Collective is lets you like cross sell your products to other retailers. So I mean that sounds great.
Yeah, that's really
Uh,
neat.
Collective available in Australia. Shipping performance, trust badges.
I wonder whatever
Yeah,
happened with that with the thread guys. That's a conversation for another time. Sorry, folks. I'm just speaking out loud or thinking out loud.
Yeah. Retail. We don't really touch any of the retail stuff, which, I mean, we could get into this. Scannable discounts, retail, gift card, returns, in-person pickup orders.
Well, that's
I have no.
cool. That's actually cool.
Yeah,
That's neat. That one actually is cool. And I wonder how viable that's really going to be. Well, I mean, like I'm working with a client right now, and they need it. They need basically a pickup, and a radius based delivery service. And if that's the case, then that's kind of one half of the job down.
I think the way this is phrased is create orders for pickup at any retail location in POS. Notify customers and mark orders as. So this sounds like if you're in the store,
Ah,
you
I
can make an
understand.
order and
I
then come
understand.
back.
Yeah,
They'll like notify you when the order is like ready to be picked up.
sure.
Um, Marketing. So Shopify now has campaign autopilot, which looks really cool.
This is going to be great for a ton of people.
You can basically run campaigns across channels with AI-powered marketing, learns, optimizes, drives performance, set guardrails, stay in control, and track results. So like, it looks like it can manage your Facebook ads. It can like do emails.
Can we yell at Shopify and ask them if merchants can have this? Can the merchants have this? Excuse me, can the developers have this? Can the people who
Yeah,
make
right.
themes, can we have that? I
Yeah,
want
that would
that.
be cool. Yeah, so you just like set a monthly budget and then like just let it do its thing, which is really cool.
That is really cool.
Um, so yeah, it looks like ads go across like Pinterest, I think a bunch of different places. So that's a plus. I know marketing is a challenge for like a lot of brands, so anything that can help there is always good.
I agree.
Uh, Management, plugins, store management with agents, Shopify AI toolkit. Yeah, so a lot of this is just like you can now connect your Shopify account directly with like Claude or Codex, and then you can ask for changes, like rewrite my product descriptions, like find spelling mistakes in my pages, and your AI agents can now connect directly to your account and do that kind of stuff. So I think that's all great.
That is all great. That's what you should be using AI for, folks. That kind of stuff. Honestly.
Yeah, the busy work, spell checking. Um, what is
Ooh,
this?
excuse me.
Better context for your store's data visualization. Um, that's all cool. I don't know if we have to go over
Yeah,
all
that's not really much of what we
that.
cover. Enhanced inventory management.
That's great. That's
Yeah,
great. Enhanced
faster
visibility.
inventory
That's
syncing is cool.
yeah. Batch fulfillment workflow. Cool.
You know what I'll say? It seems like they've actually done a bunch of much needed updates to the admin,
Yeah.
which is
The shop
actually
app.
really, really neat.
Yep. Shop app, online to in person with the shop app, shop skill for personal agents. Uh, oh, this is kind of cool. You can now like customize your shop page in the shop editor. Okay, well, I
Yeah,
can't, but
gotta ask
payments.
permission.
This is a I guess another big one. You can now use Shop Pay on checkout even if you're not using Shopify. So if you're using like a third party platform like WordPress or WooCommerce or BigCommerce or any other store, you can use Shop Pay, which is great.
It is neat. I don't know how much you've played around with the app, but I bought a pair of shoes on it recently.
On the shop app.
Yep, it's actually quite cool.
Yeah, it is. It is. Cashback on ad spend. Cool.
It's neat.
Developer. This is for us. Commerce skills for your favorite agent.
No way, this is what we just spoke about.
Um, yeah. This is, yeah, what is this? Build and manage storefronts, apps, and themes from AI tools like, yeah, I think, I mean, all this is really cool. Can I see more about this? Get set up. Okay, the Shopify AI toolkit connects AI tools to the Shopify platform. You can build apps, code validation, manage your store. The toolkit ensures your agent. So this is basically training. If you're using any sort of AI model, this is basically providing your agent with specific skills um, for building with Shopify. Like whether that's building Shopify apps or themes, your AI agent will now have all the up-to-date documentation and I guess knowledge it would need to do that.
Yeah,
So that's cool.
I've already trained my dog. But thank you, Shopify.
Yeah. Um, apps extensions. Uh, you know what? I think that's it. Oh, it is. This is the bottom.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
cool.
So
It's nice to have it that stuff
overall,
though.
I wish Shopify themes were mentioned a bit more. Maybe a bit biased, but I think the online store part of Shopify, like you get a Shopify account to have an online store and sell something online. I think that's an important part of their business. Um, but I don't know how much they're focusing on that.
I
And
agree.
I mean to be fair, I get it because like a lot of if you're an online business and you would have your online store, you're not customizing it, you're not switching your theme every week. You're doing all this stuff every week. You know, you're managing orders, you're sending up fulfillments, this is the stuff that happens all the time. The theme, maybe you set it up once a year, but I still think it's important for people to get onto the platform who are just starting. Like the theme is a core part of the business and a part of Shopify.
I mean, it is the absolute platform. It is the
Yeah,
foundation of what you stand on.
it, I agree.
So I'd say, yeah, it would be really important, but it is a little bit, I mean, that kind of stuff is a bit concerning. Are they trying to just phase it out? Like, is that the hope of Shopify with Sidekick and all these apps? Is that you're just going to
Uh,
phase out themes?
I don't think so, but who knows? I think we'll find out more at the Shopify conference.dev in the summer.
I agree.
Um, I know Shopify does see all the feedback. Um, they see people talking about themes. They know theme partners are like not super stoked on like that, and they've been kind of silent about it. So my assumption is they're thinking about it and they're going to do something,
I think so too.
which is good.
Yeah, 100%.
Um, okay, so the other thing that I saw a bunch of people talking about this week is merchants vibe coding their own solutions. And I saw a bunch of people posting about this on Twitter. So let me just share my screen too. I can.
Yeah. In layman's terms, um, that means you're coding your own stuff. That's
Yes,
what that means, folks.
yes.
So,
I
yeah,
will say I don't love the term vibe coding.
I don't either. I think it's
I
really corny,
Yeah,
honestly. I think it's super
like
tacky, but that's okay. Well,
like
tacky.
it's I don't know. It's you might as well just be like code maxing
Yeah.
or farming,
Well, I was gonna say that's just funnier.
code reeling. I don't know. Code maxing. Anyways, so this is on Reddit, and I saw it circulating on Twitter as well. But someone started a thread or a conversation. Have any of you canceled any subscriptions to apps and vibe coded your own? And there's a lot of people here saying yes, which has some people a little spooked in the Shopify developer community, um, which I understand. I mean, that's fair. This first person, pretty much they're saying they pretty much canceled everything. I was paying $25 for a video carousel made in 2 seconds with Claude. To be fair, why are you paying $25 for a video carousel? That should just be part of your theme.
Yeah.
Um,
That's the first thing I thought as well.
you shouldn't even code that. That should just be part of your theme. Um, I was paying $5 for an app to hide out of stock variants. Okay, that could also be part of your theme.
I like how he says
I
2
was
seconds in Claude code. 2 seconds.
2 seconds. Yeah, there's no way it was 2 seconds.
From thought to type to implementation to testing.
Two
2 seconds,
2 seconds.
folks.
Yeah. I was paying $10 for color swatches, and actually Shopify added that natively. Okay,
this one for me, and I hope for everybody else, is something along the lines of understanding that, and it's not exactly the same because it's not as labor intensive, but I think it should be thought of the same school of thought, at least, as like a mechanic with your car. I bet a lot of these mechanics, when like electric cars were like initially getting introduced to the market, when there's a big boom with Tesla, we're like, oh, this is gonna take over. We're not gonna be working on cars as much, 1/10 as much.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it would be not exactly the same, but you still have to do a lot, guys.
Oh, totally.
There's a ton of work involved in doing this and taking this route. If you want to do it, certainly not to scare people off. Really cool if you want to, take the first steps into doing something like this. But there's quite a bit that's still involved with this. So
totally. I completely agree. If you aren't familiar with coding and you are doing this stuff on your own, there's a lot of things that can go wrong if you don't know what you're doing. If you're just doing something like adding a video to your website, like sure, you can do that. But yeah, it maybe if you're building more complex things and you want to know that your business is like safe and these things aren't going to break.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably more about like security than not necessarily security. Is that the right word? I'm not sure if I'm phrasing that correctly or if my analogy was really any good at all, but I think it's probably more about the idea that if something goes wrong with these applications as well, you're going to have some degree of support. You won't.
Yeah, exactly. It's like exactly. It's like, okay, I was paying $25 a month for a video carousel. Now I just made it with Claude Code. Okay, sure. And then that breaks, or you want to change it. Now you have to go back into Claude Code and ask it for changes every single time. And then how do you ensure that's consistent with the rest of the design of your theme if you kind of don't know what you're doing?
For me,
or maybe you do. So there's definitely that's possible, but yeah.
If I was running a business myself, I'd say $25 a month, $5 a month, and $10 a month is probably worth the peace of mind of knowing that I'm gonna have the support needed.
Yes.
Or something like that. The same way.
Yeah.
I do a bunch of work on my own car. I would still want the support. I'm not like an expert mechanic.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm bringing my car to the shop for. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree.
But also, fair play to this dude if he actually is doing all of that. But I think that is more of a flex than it is him telling people that you can really, really do it yourself. Because I truthfully, like, if I was to write something out like this, I would be like, yes, you can do all of this. Be careful with what you're willing to do with it. I think there's some
Yeah.
things that are left better outsourced to the professionals. And also, that's not even us like saying don't do this, don't do this. Like, we're not huge into app development, right? Like, we build themes. So I'm not trying to scare anybody away from this either, right? If you want to do it, give it a shot.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I will say there's so many in like there's so many apps that just replace really theme functionality. Like a video carousel, there's nothing about a video carousel that shouldn't just be part of your theme. Like it's not hooked up to any special backend. It's not like triggering like analytics or reporting or like it doesn't have like
Yeah.
backend functionality. Um, like that should just be a theme. And if you are like vibe coding in that, like just add a new section to your theme files. Like that shouldn't be an app.
Yes.
Um,
I
like
assume that's what
depending
he did.
on
But yeah.
yeah, I'd assume that's what he's doing too, and especially for this out of stock variant thing, that's probably what he's doing as well. Color swatches again, that's a theme functionality, and then he's also saying he's paying $1,000 a month for Format, which is, I believe, a page builder. Um, again, you can build pages in Shopify themes, and that's been a thing for like a few years now. You've been able to like build
Yeah.
pages and templates. So,
I was gonna say
um,
I was paying $100 per blog post. That's pretty steep. That is expensive. So I'd see why you'd want to kind of cancel something like that. But everything that they're describing in the post to like SEO skills, data for SEO, MCP, XML MCP, Shopify MCP, like this. I stand by the idea that there are some things kind of left better to like specialists, and we aren't SEO
totally.
specialists either. I think Thomas, you can say you're really experienced with or quite experienced, but there's still things I
Yeah,
certainly wouldn't touch. I wouldn't
yeah,
want to do.
totally.
I wouldn't trust
Totally.
myself, and I've been in the game for a little while now. So
Yeah. Yeah. And I think my thoughts on all this is at the end of the day, if you want to build custom functionality into your Shopify theme or into your online store, that's great. Um, if you don't know how to do it, you can hire professionals. And that's always been the case. Even before AI, you could hire a developer for $300 and they could build you a video carousel. And you could have
there
done
you go.
that 4 years ago. So
Yes,
yeah, why are
correct.
you paying $25 a year? And maybe your business has been in business for 5 years. Like, I don't know. That's you probably could have just hired a developer one time.
Legitimately one time. And
One
also, you know
time
what, the
to
rates might have been a little bit more steep when things were niche, but now that these tools exist, like those rates, you'd be paying less.
yeah, yeah. And
So,
that's
and if
I'm
at least if you're going with a good developer, uh, it's gonna work.
yeah,
Very
that I
likely good,
agree.
right? So,
And that's something I think we're going to be doing more of now too with our services.
correct.
And let's just plug that. Let's just plug that.
Plug.
So we are now offering unlimited Shopify development and customizations for a flat monthly rate, $3,900 a month. And I've even been thinking, I wonder if we do some sort of model where you get like your first 5 tasks free. Like you can kind of trial it.
Yeah, I don't see why
Like,
we wouldn't do something like that at all.
yeah, maybe we should.
Reach out, folks. You get 5
Yeah,
things for free. 5
five
big
things for
booms for
free.
free.
And there's no long-term contract. You can sign up month to month, cancel
That's right.
anytime. If you have a backlog of customizations you want to make, you want to get rid of your video carousels and build them directly into your theme, like, or do hundreds of other changes, like we can do that.
Yeah, yeah, and
So
we're talking hundreds here, folks. So
yeah. But yeah, maybe me and you figure out how to do a free trial on our monthly plans. I think that would be cool.
100%. I wish we had that marketing plan, that free marketing plan, because I think the next big thing, honestly, that I'd want. I mean, I'd rather prioritize this over Slab right now. Not prioritize it over it, but I
I
think the
agree. I
services
agree.
need to be going like now.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we're running our slab ads for another week, and then if we don't get anything back, we're going to be running ads for all our services, which I think is going to be the move. But for now, let's put some money into the slab ads. We spent a while developing it, like lots of time.
That's
Let's
right.
put a little bit of money into the ads and see what comes.
I concur.
Um, yeah, yeah, okay. What else? I feel like we've been talking for a while. Do we just
Yeah, it's been 45 minutes. I didn't realize it's been 45 minutes either. We can do whatever. Whatever.
the other thing is the mantle. Mantle was shut down. Um,
Rest in
which
peace.
I don't know if we really even need to talk about this. Everyone's talking about this.
Yeah,
Mantle shut down. R.I.P. Mantle.
not that
Good.
surprising, truthfully.
Oh,
To be
really?
honest, I don't think it's that surprising. With all,
Hmm.
like, I think from like if they're forecasting data. Okay, well, I'll start with this. I think the amount of analytics for a company like that, which is just a broad statement in general, but the amount of data that those companies have in terms of an economic forecast and what they're predicting will happen with certain markets is must be like pretty huge. Would you not say? Would you not say that
Um.
that Mantle probably very likely has just a team of people that would be focusing on that? Do you think that's fair to say?
Yeah. I don't really know.
I don't either. I don't either.
Oh. Okay.
I'm totally spitballing right here. Hands up. I have no idea. This could be completely wrong.
All
Um,
I know is that a lot of Shopify apps run their like billing and like analytics and all their kind of the back end of their apps kind of run through Mantle. And they've kind of been the leader in that. Um, so I mean it's funny to see that they're closing shop, but we don't know the whole story.
no, we don't know the whole story. You know what? Truthfully, too, it is bad to jump to conclusions. If this was black and white, if I had to guess why this is going under, I would think to myself, I it's more so just that there's an economic forecast, and that forecast is showing that there's going to be less applications, and more of this is going to be built into Shopify. Like so much work is being put into Sidekick. I think there's going to be a
Yeah.
lot less app development. I think there's going to be a lot more infrastructure built into themes from the scratch. I think Horizon is going to have a lot of this stuff. I think the Shopify
Yeah.
app store is going to be 1/10 of as flooded. I think Shopify has seen that in real time. There's been an influx in people trying to pump out apps. We've even experienced the slowdown.
Mm-hmm.
We've experienced the slowdown. What's to say that there aren't the companies that are pushing out what 2, 3, 4 apps a month aren't like really feeling it.
Yeah.
But if it's just kind of core or poor company management, who knows?
Who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows is right.
Is that our lead developer?
Um.
Or excuse me, our lead designer?
Yeah.
What?
Are you okay?
I have a migraine.
Oh.
I had one
Oh
yesterday.
no.
Yeah.
Good luck.
You okay?
Um. Take a nap.
No.
Okay.
But thank you though.
Take your migraine meds.
That's what I'm doing.
All right, go take care. Don't
Uh. Good luck.
Thank you.
go take care of that stuff. We've been on for 50 minutes. I want to I
Um.
want to do a couple more things too.
Okay.
Or is there anything else to talk about?
The other thing I did want to share, I'll show you this. I'll show you this super quickly. Just so we have some clips. Let me share my screen again. This is what I've been working on yesterday and today. This is in catalog.
Cool.
So,
I saw your
yeah,
messages.
you can like view brands, view presets. And the cool thing is like, okay, you go into presets, like let's say I have this preset and I want to install it on my Shopify theme. Yeah, I can go install and I can get all the JSON files. Like that's cool. But now what if I want to make my own? So that's kind of what I'm working on here. And that's going to be, I mean, I don't really know how this is going to look, but I kind of just started working on this. So right now I have it set up so you can basically ask an AI model to update your Shopify theme and it will spit out the JSON files and then you can copy and paste this into Shopify. Obviously, that's a really shitty workaround. Like, it would be great if this just synced directly to your theme and this was instead a live preview. But this is very much not live and very much seeing what's possible.
Guys,
So,
what do you think? Do you think that's shitty having to copy and paste a singular file? Because I don't think that's shitty. I think that's pretty cool.
yeah, but I mean, if like just picture if this was like actually your homepage and I was like, okay, yeah, but add another button. You know
I
what I
agree.
mean?
I agree.
And like the way this is working is kind of is like Sidekick basically.
It is. I was just gonna say that. I was waiting for you to say it.
This is our Sidekick in in our version of the theme editor.
Yes, but the difference, folks, between this and Sidekick is that the design inspiration is there in real time in front of your face, and
Yeah.
you basically get to play with it within catalog, which is something Shopify does not offer you.
Yeah.
Has not thought about and is genuinely a good idea. I am biased,
Yes.
sure, but this one's cool. So
Yeah.
I'm a
And
believer.
the way I've been building this is like the AI agent will like actually look at your theme code and like understand what kind of blocks are available and like and it will decipher your request what you want to do, whether that's a, a like a description or an image, and then it'll translate that into matching blocks in your theme. So
Which we don't know, but there's also not any proper documentation on it, and we're not sure if Sidekick even does that. And we are
I mean,
confirming here that it does.
Sidekick, I mean, they say you can do that. Like, you can ask Sidekick to make changes to your theme, but like,
Yeah, but it does it is it do we know that it's indirectly, or sorry, it is directly looking at your theme code, your specific theme code, or is it just data models from tons of
I
different
mean,
people?
I'm assuming it is, but it
I
still
would assume
isn't
so too.
working great. Like I've been testing it a bunch, and it's like I don't know.
Yeah. Ours is better, man. How about that? Ours is just better, man. Ours is better.
Ours is better minus like the actual output is kind of sucky right now. Like it would be great if this was actually your
Right
real
now.
theme, and you could
Right
right
now.
now. This is version 0. It's just not
Yeah.
even live yet, but
Right now.
where this is something I'm working on.
Boom.
Using
Very cool.
Slab to build a AI powered page builder.
Nice.
Anyways,
Awesome. Guys, I'm
that's
gonna send emails. If you're interested in what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna send emails right now. Do you guys want to see my emails? I don't think you do.
no.
Yeah.
We've been yapping for far too long.
Yeah, we haven't. Yeah. I think this is the longest we've gone.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
realize we were going this long. All right. Sorry in advance, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. This is Behind the Brick 3.
behind the brick 3,
Yep. We'll
this
keep
is
going.
revenge of the Shopify. Revenge of the yeah,
Big Brick.
big brick.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.